Hello everyone. In this video we are going to be looking at named block and disable. So what is a named block? This named block is used for both sequential and parallel blocks. And what are these sequential and parallel blocks? Parallel blocks means fork and join. That we know that this fork, then some statements, then join. So this is parallel block because whatever is written inside this fork and join, all the statements run parallelly or concurrently. So all the statements are independent to each other. So this statement runs at 0 time step, this second statement runs at 0 time step, and third statement runs at 0 time step. So this is called parallel blocks. And what is sequential block? Sequential block is begin and end. So whatever is written inside this begin and end, all these statements are evaluated sequentially, one by one. First this statement will be evaluated, then this statement will be executed, then the third one, then the fourth one. So these are called this is called sequential block, and this is called fork and join is called parallel block. So this named block is used for this parallel block and for sequential block. And why it is used? This is used for adding names. Okay, these blocks can be named. All these blocks, fork, join and begin end, these blocks can be named by adding colon, name of block after begin and fork. Okay, so what is the syntax? The syntax is for begin and end, the syntax is begin, then colon. This colon is there, okay. Then name of the block. The name of the block is user defined. So whatever name you want to give, you can give, okay. Then statements. The inside begin and end statements are there. This is for begin end. That means it is for sequential. It is a sequential block. And for parallel block, fork and join. So fork, then colon, then name of the block, then statements, then join. So this is the syntax for begin end and fork join for named block, okay. Then keyword disable. So there is a keyword disable, this one. Keyword disable is used to terminate a named block and task and loop statements. So this disable to terminate a named block, this disable is used inside begin end, inside a fork join, or inside a task, or inside a loop. So there is disable statements are used for parallel block like fork and join, then sequential block like begin and end. Then even this disable statement, this disable keyword is used to terminate a named block inside task also, inside task and task, okay. And even if for loop also, for example this is begin, then end, this is a for loop, okay. So for loops, for loop statements and for task, this disable is used to terminate a named block. So what is the syntax of this disable? For disabling a named block, disable the name of the block, okay. And if it is for task, then a disable, then task identifier, okay. So let me give you an example. So this is begin, then colon. So this is name of the block, is block 2 I have given, okay. So this is a named block because the name is given, a name is given to this begin. Then x equal to 5, then disable block 2. So this named block, the name of the named block, and this name after disable, it should match, okay. So begin, then block 2, colon block 2, then this statement will be executed x equal to 5, then it will exit from this begin, okay, because disable block 2 means it will exit after this x equal to 5 line. This statement is evaluated, this block 2 will be, this block will be, this begin block will be this begin and end. That means once this this line comes, this disable block 2, this statement won't be executed. First x equal to 5, then disable block 2. So y equal to 10 won't be, this statement won't be evaluated, or this statement won't be executed, okay. then this one is end. Okay, end of this block. Another example is a counter with disable block. Okay, so this is a counter forever. This is the module name, then initial begin. So this is a named block because initial begin, then begin colon, then this is the name of the block is block 1, then initial, then count equal to 7-bit 50101. So here count equal to 5. So count is initialized to 5, then forever at the pause edge of clock. So whenever there is a positive edge of clock, then count equal to count plus 1. So it will be 6, 7, 8. Then the counted will be the condition will be checked. If count greater than 67, so it will count up to 67. Then once it will be 68, then this condition fails. This condition doesn't satisfy. Then what will happen? It will come to this statement, disable block 1. So block 1 is this one. So this block will be disabled, or it will exit from this block. Okay, it will terminate this block when count greater than 67. Then it will come out of from this begin and end. So next is end of the module. So this is how this named block and this disable block works. So this named block is for naming a block, and this disable block is to terminate a block. Okay, the next one is begin x equal to 0, then forever, means it runs infinitely, means indefinite period of time, this forever. Then begin, then this is a begin, then colon, then block. So this is name of the block is block, this is a named block. If x equal to a, then disable block. So disable named block. So this block, this name and this name are same. So disable block. If x equal to a, the next statement is hash 2 x equal to x plus 1. So if x equal to x plus x equal to a, if x equal to a, this condition satisfies, then this line won't be executed because it will exit from, it will terminate this block. So disable block. So this begin and end, this is one block, this is one block. Inside this begin and end, this disable block is there. So once this condition satisfy, it won't come to this statement. Okay, this statement. So it will terminate the whole block, this begin and end block. It will terminate the begin and end block, and this line or this statement won't be executed. Okay, this is how it works. Okay, to terminate any block, we can use block keyword and the name of the block. But this naming a block and disable this, actually these are not synthesizable. So normally it is not used for design purpose. Okay, so during the logic design we cannot use this one, because synthesis tool won't be able to generate a proper hardware or a real hardware for this named block and disable. So this is not synthesizable one. So this was all about named block and disable. So I hope that you guys learned something new today. So if you like the content, then please do like, comment and subscribe this channel. Thank you so much.